We are not wasting any time on the front screen. It is time for the Super Bowl. It is the matchup with the Carolina Panthers. We have been waiting for this for 4 seasons now, 5 seasons. First time we are going to get a chance to bring home a Lombardi to Houston. And I am so pumped. I didn't want to waste any time talking about nothing. There's nothing to go over. We got the training done. It's time to roll. And we know this team. We've seen them already this season. They're led by Sam Darnold. They have brought in the likes of Stephon Diggs. They have Kareem Hunt and Johnny Prince, a young upcoming running back in that backfield with Sam Darnold. And of course, that nasty defense they have. Brian Burns, Jeremy Chin, J.C. Horn. Martin Emerson has come into his own. A good young core of linebackers. So this is going to be the best matchup that we could have hoped for to prove ourselves. Well, Carolina is going to get a chance to start with this ball with a fresh slate 0-0 handoff to Prince, who somehow bounces through the hole, and he's going to get 8 yards. Our first drive went a very abysmal 3-and-out. Ended with a sack by Brian Burns, who really blew up that whole drive. And now a handoff outside. He gets the edge, and Prince has himself the first down. Prince, if you guys remember, was a Kansas City Chief after about 2 seasons. Prince really wanted to have his own shot at starting, and that is where the trade came through. And now look at him here in the Super Bowl, and there's another nice throw. Darnold completing his first pass, that one to Travis Davis. Davis is a very shifty receiver. Very small though as well, 5'8" in stature, but he has been very good for this team in the slot. And now it's a play action to Prince. Darnold looking other way for the fullback, and the fullback able to get down to the 30. Can't think of his name off the top of my head. Wilcox. Okay, Wilcox. So have to remember that. 2nd and 3, handoff, Prince, and this time we will shut it down after just a yard. Big third down here. Prince is tired. Can we get that push up front? And we do. Excellent job by the defense standing up after giving up a couple of big plays, and we will hold them for 3. No, they are going to go for it. Why not? It is Super Bowl week. Pull out every stop you can. As a handoff, and he gets it. Barely gets it, but he does. Wow, that was a gutsy call, but it paid off. Darnold, blitz is coming. He's going to air it out to the end zone. No, out of bounds. Looking for Davis. Looked like a corner route there, but just pushed it a little bit too far outside. Going to stick with the air. McManus comes off free. He's able to get rid of it to Prince down to the 20. And here it is, another 3rd and 2. This time it's Kareem Hunt in the backfield. And it's another play action. Darnold looking, got a man. It's the rookie tight end down to the 9-yard line. And now 1st and goal from the 9. Another handoff to Prince. Prince bouncing off of defenders down to the 3-yard line. He is playing really well so far on this opening drive. Carolina right here on the cusp. This time they'll hand it off to Hunt, and it backfires quickly. A big loss on the play. Greenlaw getting back there, making his presence known, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 5, and it looks like they're going to try to spread us out a little bit. Got a little bunch set to the left. Darnold, quick drop back into the end zone, wide open. It's a touchdown, and look who it is. It's Stephon Diggs, Carolina's newest weapon. All right, 2nd drive on offense. Down 7-0. We're going to start with a handoff to Sweet. Sweet barreling forward. Wow. And Tyler Jones is down. Now 2nd and 2. Gilbert looking underneath. Walker makes the catch out to the 31. Speaking of injuries, there was a very significant injury in practice this week. Tre'Davious White strained his calf and will not be able to suit up for this game today. That's a huge loss for us as Gilbert running around, finally throws it away and almost throws it into harm's way. Looking for Jamarian Sweet on the check down. We've got to get something going on this offense because right now it is not looking pretty. Gilbert, quick shot, wide open. Jason Dahl streaming up the sideline, or up the middle. Huge play right there. Just a Looked like Dahl there was running a seam route, and we took full advantage. Gilbert throws it short. Pearman finding a lane, and he's down to the 35. Another nice pickup there. That was a good play by Gilbert, too. He rolled out. He felt the pressure coming, dumps it off to Pearman, and they make a good play. There we go. A handoff to Pearman. Oh, beautiful move. Unfortunately, Jeremy Chin was not going to fall for that one. 3rd and inches. Got to give credit to Chin on that one to not get faked out. Another handoff, same play, and we get the first. Pearman down inside the 30. Sweet checks in, I formation. One receiver split out right. That's Alex Poe, of course. Handoff, Sweet, right up the middle, pushing his way for another 7 or 8 yards. Looking to answer back here. It's been a long drive. Can we finish it off? Gilbert, quick throw underneath. Poe makes the catch and has the first. A quick dump down that ended up losing a yard. Closed out the first, and now here we are in the second. 2nd and 11. Gilbert taking a big drop back under pressure, and he has got to throw it away. Not good. Not good at all. 3rd down. Gilbert's got to find something here. Running around, and he's going to throw it short to Harris, and Harris trying his best to get to the 1st down marker, but he just cannot get there. Isaiah Buckley, the 2nd-year corner, making the play. And we're going to have to settle for 3, which is better than no points, but, man, definitely have to get out of this lull that we're in already to open this thing up as we cut the lead down to 4. Here we go. Darnold drops back. Quick throw, and it's caught again. Wes Watkins getting it all the way out to the 48, close to a 1st down. They're going to mark it just shy. And, of course, they'll stick with the air. Darnold outside. It's caught by Davis and out of bounds at the 43. I knew this offense was going to be an issue for us. They have a very good offense, an 89 overall offense. But I was hoping our defense could make a little bit of noise. And there's a big play. Stephon Diggs outrunning everybody and finally caught at the 2-yard line. This is either going to turn into a 2-possession game or an incredible defensive play. Darnold looking over the middle. It's wide open for Watkins. And there it is, 13-3. 14 coming after the extra point. Offense back on the field now, down by 11. Gilbert's going to hand it off to Sweet, who tries to break through, but he is unable to. Derek Brown down for the Panthers. A couple of key injuries so far today for both sides. 2nd and 5. As Gilbert looking deep down the right side, and he finds Walsh, who stays in bounds, and he's down inside the 30. Beautiful over-the-shoulder throw. Gilbert puts it on the money, and Walsh doing a great job keeping his balance and turning upfield. That was the big play that we needed right there, just to get Gilbert in a mode a little bit, get these guys a little juiced up, you know? Let's see if we can build off of that now. Gilbert over the middle, and that time, not a good throw, as Walsh unable to catch it. They had too many bodies under there, though. That's a dangerous throw. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. We pick it up. Gilbert looking for Poe, and he's got him down to the 10. There we go. Back on track after that big play. 1st and 10 from the 11. Pearman lined up. 3 tight ends set. Handoff to Pearman, and he is down after just a couple. He has not been able to get going today. 4 for 8, as Carolina has been very good. They're number 2 on the season for rush defense, so no surprise there. Gilbert looking, end zone, and incomplete. Double coverage on Jason Dahl in the corner of the end zone. Good play by Carolina. But now we know we need to go through the air. 3rd and 8. Quick shot. Touch. No, he missed it. Alex Poe just completely whiffed on that catch. Oh, wow. I have never seen that. And we're going to settle for another 3. Now on 1st down, a handoff to Prince. Tries to cut it up inside. And he is brought down after a loss of 1. And now Taylor Moton. I think that's the 3rd injury for the Panthers. We've had one ourselves with Tyler Jones, the tight end. But the Panthers now, I think that's the 3rd injury I've seen with them. Brown. And then there was one before that, I think. Another offensive lineman. Darnold back to throw it again. And wide open. I mean, not a soul covering him. And there's a flag down. And it's going to be roughing. We're going to give him another 15 yards. We are falling apart on the biggest stage right now. Darnold. Underneath again. Davis with the catch. He's going to be short of the 1st. But, I mean, we have proven we have not been able to stop these 3rd downs all day. And they really only need a couple of inches. Darnold. Quick dump down. Easy. Easy 1st down. We are not covering underneath in the slightest. First and 10. Darnold. Blitz is picked up beautifully, and he still somehow misses Davis. Man, wish we could have capitalized there because Darnold got away with one. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time. Backing up, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard with the sack, and that is a big-time play. Now all we have to do is not give up 18 yards. That's it. That's all we have to do. Come on, defense. We send a blitz. They have to dump it off, and Tremble only able to get to the 12, which is going to bring on the field goal unit. Quick 3 and out for us on defense, which was good to see. And now our offense gets a chance to start things off. Handoff to Sweet, bullying his way up to the 40-yard line. Great running, great blocking. Sweet has not had as many chances today as Pierman, but he has done the most with his touches. 4 carries, 32 yards. As Gilbert's going to line up the throw here on 1st. Checks it off to Pierman, and he is met at the 46. Quick throw over the middle to Walker, and another 1st. The quick slant routes always seem to work for us. I wish we ran them a little bit more, but it is what it is. 1st down. Gilbert, quick throw inside. Somehow Walker makes the catch, and he's down to the 22-yard line. I don't know what the corner was doing, but Walker ends up capitalizing on the situation. It just looks like he gets there, and the corner just couldn't spin around fast enough to locate the ball. And it was J.C. Horn, of all people. That's a big play there. 1st and 10 at the 22. Handoff to Sweet. Cuts it back right side. Nothing there. Carolina did a good job of clogging up those running lanes all across the formation. Now we have to go back to the air. Gilbert, deep left side. And it's intercepted. It's the second-year man, Isaiah Buckley, gets the interception working against Alex Poe. Wow. I mean, it was not a great pass, but... No, that was Walker, sorry, that he was working against. But he gets that. That is an interception. Tremendous play by Buckley. I mean, you have to... I want to be mad, but like that was an incredible play. He caught the thing like a receiver. Handoff to Prince, and he is met immediately. They'll give him 4 after second effort. And Darnold back to throw a quick one at that. Right over the middle to Diggs. Makes a man miss, and he is down to the 39. 1st and 10. Darnold over the middle for Tremble, and Tremble gets the 1st. Outside handoff, breaking free from Grenard, but not from Devin White. Loss of 2. Quick drop back, quick throw. Diggs open, down to the 38. Prince lined up, big formation here. 3 tight ends all split to the right. Got to expect a run here, and that's exactly what they do, and they get the push they needed to move the chains. Not the most productive day for Prince, 14 of 46, but you see the flashes out of him, for sure. And flag down as Davis makes an incredible catch, falling backwards. And it is a illegal man downfield. That's a big break. That really is. It looked like the lineman maybe just shifted forward a little bit too soon, and wow, that's a big break for us. Let's see if we can try to capitalize on it. Darnold throws it away. And now Marcus Henry, another lineman, down on the field for Carolina. Outside handoff to Prince, turns it upfield. Great cutback. That had nothing going outside. Bonner did a good job cutting that off, but there was no help in the middle of the field, which meant he had a clear 6-7 yards. Deep throw, incomplete. Excellent coverage by Stingley, and will force another field goal, keeping this game technically within 2 scores. It's up, and that one is good, 20-6. So again, defense sort of holding. High-powered offense, we held them to 3. Keep this score a little bit close for us. We just need this offense to start clicking, and right now it's just not clicking. It's as if we are crumbling in the biggest moment. Gilbert over the middle. That's not going to help much. It almost seems like the spotlight is too big for this team right now. Pearman in motion. Empty backfield now. Blitz is coming. It's picked up. Finds an open Dahl, who breaks free of one, and he's out across midfield. Jason Dahl has been one of the best players for us on offense today. 4 catches, 57 yards. He's been the most consistent, that is. Gilbert under pressure, and he goes down. Derek Brown entering the game once again, back from that injury, and he takes on a double team and just splits McAllister and Pearson immediately. I'm not confident that we can overcome that. We haven't been able to get 10 yards for conversions, and that's right there is why. We're chucking it short. And now we need a big 15-yard play here just to be able to keep this drive alive. Gilbert unloads, and he's got Poe. What a clutch play. That was such a clutch play. We needed that so bad, and now it's the 4th and final quarter. Play action to Pearman. Gilbert looking deep for Poe again, and beautiful coverage. I think that was Martin Emerson working against Poe, pushing him out of bounds, not allowing him to come down with the football. And Gilbert going to go right back to the air, this time for Walsh, who turns upfield and is very close to a first down. 3rd and inches. Pearman in the offset eye. Let's see what we do here. Handoff, and oh my God, that was absolutely horrible. We got stuffed. Frank Luvu. I guarantee I just butchered that. And now we have to settle for another field goal. I mean, the score is still getting closer, but man, this was the drive we needed a touchdown. You know what I mean? And there we go, 20-9, back down to an 11-point lead. We need ourselves a miracle if we want to try and turn this into a victory. As right now, the Panthers are looking to close this out. Beautiful job. Oh, we might have it. There it is. Oh, oh my God. I could not have called that better. I just said before the play, we need a miracle. And what happens on the next play? Nate Hobbs holds up Prince. The cavalry comes in and forces a fumble to give us the ball in the red zone. This is our chance right here. Play action. Gilbert looking short. Harris makes the catch out of bounds at the 13. I swear to God, this team just wants to give me a heart attack. 2nd and 4. Gilbert scanning, running out of time, fires, touchdown, it's Alex Poe. They missed on a couple of occasions, but here in the 4th They make sure it works when it counts. And we're going to go for 2. It's a good decision. A 2 here brings it to a 3-point game. Gilbert over the middle, and it is caught. And we just made this a 3-point game. All of the work we just did, the luck we just had, it still comes down to if this defense can stand up. Because if they can't, Carolina can go right down the field and score another touchdown. It's 6:45 and ticking left. 2nd and 5. It's a handoff to Prince. He cuts it back right side. He runs into the waiting arms of, who was that, Grenard, I think? 3rd and 2. And they're going to hand it back off, and they get the first down. Dang. Prince has turned things up. This offensive line has opened things up very nicely for them here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Prince. Armstead swallows him whole, and now McManus is down. My gosh, guys. We are getting hit with the injuries in this game, both sides. And it's at a time when we need our playmakers on the field. 2nd and 12. Darnold has to check it down. Davis has a clear lane ahead of him, and he gets the first down anyway. That is a big, big failure right there. We had no flat help at all. 2nd and 12. We had a chance to force a 3rd and long, and we failed. That was a horrible, horrible play. Hand off to Prince again. He's shut down. 25 carries for Johnny Prince. A lot of carries. 2nd and 8. Another handoff for Prince. He gets outside, and we have nobody on the outside. Oh, my God. Empty backfield for Darnold. He looks underneath. He's got Wes Watkins. Coming up on the 3-minute mark left in this game. Darnold, he's got time, but time looks like it's going to run out here. No, they get the great blocks, and there's still nobody getting back there. Somebody make a play. Jesus. Well, definitely felt the lack of Braxton McManus on that play. As Darnold, again, man, there's no coverage. Where is the defense? We are about to lose this game. The defense just never in position. Oh my gosh. Darnold again over the middle, wide open in the spot route. Easy 6 yards. Handoff, Prince. Man, 1st and goal. They can pretty much run this clock out now. And they're just going to probably run this thing 3 times. That's what I would do. We've already had to burn a timeout. And we don't even have to, we don't even stop them. We let them score. Wow. I mean, you don't know that they're going to run the ball in that scenario. They've ran the ball 28 times. And you think that this is going to be the time where they change up? We deserve to lose this game. What a crappy way to end this awesome season, guys. I mean, we battled so hard this season. We had such great wins. And we saw so many new players sort of blossom a little bit more than what we've seen in the past. And there's a bright future here. There really is. We are right on the cusp. But we were just that. Hey, Dog gets a touchdown to make it look not as sloppy. But, you know, we got some work to do yet. We need some of these guys to continue to grow, and it showed through. We powered through the playoffs, but when it came time to put all the cards on the table, we just couldn't do it. And the Carolina Panthers are going to go ahead and get their first Super Bowl. Sam Darnold leading the way. Didn't think I'd ever say that sentence. But it's happening. And honestly, the way we played, we did not deserve to win this one. Hats off to the Panthers, and we go back to the drawing board, chasing our first trophy. Well, guys, that was the end of our season, and yes, it was a frustrating end of the season, right? But we got all the way to the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, we made it to the big game. We didn't win, of course. No, we did not. But we made it to the big game. This team is a contender. We proved that this season. Now, do we need to make some tweaks? Yeah, we need to make some tweaks. Will we be back? You're damn right we'll be back. but this is the path, and I'm happy because this just continues this story, and it's going to make it that much more better when we finally get that Super Bowl. Before we end this video, we are going to do a couple of simming. We'll probably get to the re-sign stage, and that's where we'll end up ending. I do want to make sure I hit on the stats from the season because I know a couple of you guys were asking about the stats for the whole league, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that quick here. Dylan Gilbert, 40 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 51-78 for passing yards. He had a really good season, almost 70% completions. Calvin Pearman got 1,000 yards by literally 2 yards. That's awesome. I think that's our first 1,000-yard rusher in this franchise, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think Pierce ever got there, and I know Sweet's never gotten there. So that's our first 1,000-yard rusher, and he had 6 touchdowns. Look at Sweet, 522 yards, 16 touchdowns for Jamarian Sweet. He really came on strong towards the end of that season. He really started to make a push, I think. So did Pearman. I mean, they both did, but I'm excited to see what this offense does next season. And then here is the receiving stats. Alex Poe leading the way with yards and catches, not so much touchdowns. That was actually Leo Walsh, who was also second in receptions with 90. Jordan Walker also hitting that 1,000-yard mark with 6 touchdowns. Awesome to see there. Nico Collins even having 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. Defensively, John Franklin Myers killing it with 24 tackles for loss. Eric Armstead with 19, Devin White, Braxton McManus, and then for the sacks, John Franklin Myers as well, tied with Grenard for 7.5 apiece, and then Armstead coming in with 6, 5.5 for White and McManus, Redmond with 5, and then it drops down to 2.5 for Greenlaw, and then a few more guys getting some sacks. And then for the interceptions, Greenlaw again, 5 interceptions on the season. And look who's second, Jermichael Landry, the second-year corner. I'm excited to see what he does next season as well, as I don't believe we're going to be bringing back Tre'Davious White. I think I want to shift to where Landry is the guy if we don't draft somebody else. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I don't think White's going to be back. Yeah, so that is the landscape of our team. We didn't have too many fumbles. Yeah, we only had 4 fumbles all season. It seemed like we had so many more. But either way, that is all we had. Now let's go ahead and let's check out the entire league. All right, so here we go. Torrey Carroll of the Minnesota Vikings leading the league in throwing yards. He also had 46 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. A little bit more of a gunslinger, if you will. Joe Burrow coming in second behind him. Dylan Gilbert right there in third. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Eric Dupree, the rookie from New York. That's good to see. Keontae Goodson, Mac Jones, Christian Trent, Lamar Jackson, Devin Yankee, Patrick Mahomes, and let's see, who was the worst quarterback out of all the starters? Should be getting to the end of that here soon. I would assume that we're getting here now. Look at Brady Sheehan, though. He had himself quite the finish to the season. 18 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. 2,300 yards passing after losing his job to this guy, Ben Clark, who also had a great season. But Clark came over from the Chiefs. He was a backup with the Chiefs. He went to Denver, division rival, right, in the offseason, takes over the starting job. Look at his stats, 35 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So obviously, Brady Sheehan not happy with that. He asks for a trade. He gets traded to Dallas, and Dallas ends up rolling with him after Dak ended up having a horrible season. He had a 57% completion percentage. It was not good at all. He was the worst starting quarterback out of everybody at the time, and Sheehan looks like he might be the future there in Dallas. Good to see. On to the rushing stats. Nick Chubb, as always, leading the way. 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns. Najee Harris right behind him. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Javonte Williams, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Keon Payne. And then we're just going to sort of skim through and see if anything pops out. Oh, yeah, that pops out. 24 touchdowns for Brian Robinson Jr. A story behind him is he was with the Commanders. He got jettisoned out of there. And then I think he landed with... Who did he land with? Oh, man. He landed with a team where he was like the third running back. So he got cut. He ended up falling in with the Saints and taking over their starting running back position after Alvin Kamara left. And look at this, 1,100 yards, 4.3 yards a carry, 24 touchdowns for Brian Robinson. Awesome to see that. Let's see, going down the list here, and that looks to be like the most that we're going to get for popping off the page, that is anyway. And now we're to the receivers. No surprise to see Justin Jefferson at the top of this list. 1,700 yards and 13 touchdowns. Chris Godwin right behind him. Then Drake London, T. Higgins, Alex Poe, Brandon Ayuk for Cup. Devin Duvernay, that's an interesting name to see up here. Noah Fant, Chris Cooper, second-year guy for the Giants. They have a nice little offense going there with the Giants. Now with Eric Dupree stepping in and showing that he can be the quarterback there. Larry Sweeney, he's also getting some good playing time in Buffalo after the departure of Stephon Diggs. Amari Cooper still doing his thing. Devontae Adams, Tremaine Cox, man, we've seen what this guy can do. Him and his teammate, oh crap, what's his name? He just killed us like last week again. Oh man, I'm blanking on his name right now. That's unfortunate, but either way, the Bengals have a pretty good duo going on. Let's see. Matt Baldwin, that's a new name. Second-year player, 12 touchdowns. And that looks to be mostly just NFL guys. Victor Sermon sneaking in there, third-year guy. And see what happened on the defensive side of the ball. So for the sacks, it was Jeffrey Simmons. I swear to God, he leads it every season. If it's not him, it's Myles Garrett, which weirdly enough, I don't even see on this list. So for some reason, Myles Garrett is not showing on this list. He had 15. I just went and checked on the Browns, so not sure why Madden's still doing that. Golly, you guys got to fix this shit, guys. Like, this is crazy. And then for interceptions, Stephon Gilmore with 6, tied with Sauce Gardner, Marshawn Lattimore, Caleb Farley, and Deron Bland. Huda, Booth, and Greenlaw tied with 5. And then we get down to the 4s. And we're just going to sort of skim through. Seen most of the stats already. If you guys feel like pausing, of course, you can pause at any time and check out a person's individual stats here. And yeah. All right. Fumbles. Anybody have more than 3? Oh, look at that. John Johnson with 3. Derrick Henry is hanging it up. I'm not upset about that at all. I'm happy to see him go. Happy retirement, bud. I'm glad that you decided to hang it up. Tyrann Mathieu, Tyron Smith, Aaron Donald, Devontae Adams. Oh, wow. So we have a lot of big names deciding to hang it up. Look at these names. CJ Mosley, Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard, Elliott, Lawrence, Peters, Allen, Leno, Mason. Okay, now I'm just naming everybody. Calm down, dude. But no, for real, these are a lot of big-time names that are leaving. Jameis Winston retiring. Shaquille Barrett. Wow, Eric Kendricks, Matt Stafford, Cameron Jordan. There is going to be a lot of new jobs up for grabs after this season. This should be an exciting offseason. We talked about this a little bit earlier in the season. I don't think I want to bring back Tre'Davious White. Not that I don't think he's a good fit. I don't know. Part of me thinks we should give him a shot, but he wants $16 million. I would rather just let him hit free agency and see if we want to bring him back again. Charles Omenihu, I do like having Omenihu on the roster. I really, really do. 1 year, $7 million. That's really not too bad. Eric Armstead, no, I'm not going to bring Armstead back. He's now down to a 77. Matt Isaac, I would like to have him back. I know that's not a very flashy re-sign, but give him a 1 year prove it deal. We'll just do 1 year, $1 million. Okay, well, screw you too, man. James Pearson. Okay, both of these guys. I think that I should let Pearson test. I really do. Adam Tanley is now a 78 overall, I believe. He's much younger. I know Pearson is a star, but he wants $32 million over 3 years. I just don't know if I want to pay him that. I don't know. Nico Collins, I also think it is time to let Nico Collins hit the free agent market. He's been a great receiver for us. Awesome receiver. He had his best season of his career this past season. But for that reason, it doesn't make sense for him to want to stay here. He's 28. If he is going to get a shot to be a number 1 or number 2 option, this is probably going to be his last attempt at doing so. And look at how Jason Dahl has stepped up. Dahl deserves to be here. Dahl deserves to get a shot, I think. So we're gonna let Nico Collins ride out. Here is Jason Dahl. I would love to re-sign him. He really wants to come back, and obviously we want him back as well. So we're gonna go. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do for Jason Dahl. We're gonna leave it at the 2 years. I'm gonna up the bonus to $2 million. So that's 2 years, $10 million. I think that's a pretty fair offer for him. So let's see if he takes it. There we go. Jason Dahl takes it. He will be staying put. And we have that speedster on the outside. Now let's go down here and see if there's anybody else that I am missing. Ooh, Garrison Cunningham. I think I'm going to let him test as well. I like what I saw out of Pat Smith a lot more than Cunningham. And I'm still not 100% sure if I want to stick to the 3-4, go back to the 4-3, go back to Carolina where it was mixed. And we have so many edge rushers right now. I definitely want to try and limit that a little bit. So we're going to let Garrison Cunningham hit the free agent market, and Brissett as well is going to hit that market. So really, that's the only re-signing we're going to do. Everybody else, I am okay with letting him hit free agency. Yeah. Omenihu, I just like having Charles Omenihu. He always just does such good things for us. I will see if I can keep him at this neutral offer. I don't want to overpay for him, but if he will take this offer, I will keep him. There we go, and he takes it. So now Omenihu is staying put. I don't want to offer White this. I want to see what free agency brings us first. Armstead, I know I'm not going to bring back. Isaac can go screw himself. Where do you get off, dude? Where do you get off? You're a 67. Unbelievable. And same with James Pearson. That's just a lot of money for him, especially with a guy that's right behind him that I think has a chance to be better than him in the long run. And yeah, so that's it. Well, you guys know what that means. Next video is going to be the offseason video. I'm hoping that we can really make some moves this offseason. I'm not sure what the plan is yet. If I want to try to move around the draft board, if I want to stay put, if we want to trade back and accumulate more picks, but we're right on the cusp of a Super Bowl. So I don't want to try and build for the future too much this offseason. I'd rather push forward and try and fill some much needed holes and move on from some guys and things like that. So we'll see where the road takes us on the next episode. Keep an eye out for the slider video. I've been talking to you guys about the sliders in the last couple of videos, and I am going to be doing a slider video. I spoke with the person who set up the slider set that I was raving about in the last video, and got his okay to talk about them. Of course, again, this is nothing that I made up at all. I just fell into a great league that uses them, and I love them so much, so I want to tell you guys about them. So I'm working on a video for that. You guys should be seeing that on Sunday. And then also, man, I've been killing it on trying to get all the stuff done for the relocation uniforms. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for the relo uniform video to show more of the jerseys, and I'm going to show every single one of them, guys. I'm not going to show just another top 10 list or whatever. I created like 12 franchises, and they're all different ones for all the 3 different logos for every city, and then all 3 uniform sets for all 3 different logos. So it's going to be literally every uniform available in the game. It's going to be a longer video, and it's taking a while for me to work on and get done, but it is in the works. It's getting done. Keep an eye out for that one. Keep an eye out for the sliders. And then, of course, the next time we're here, we are going to be doing the off season. So make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe if you have not already, and you turn on the bell notification so you know when I upload. And I will see you guys next time.